Little Miss Recap contains adult language and is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi everyone, welcome to Little Miss Recap, the podcast where we now know more about sperm donation than we ever needed to. Maybe wanted to.
Wanted to?
Mm-hmm.
My gob was smacked. My gob was smacked. My gob really
yes.
by episode 3.
Okay.
Episode 1 and 2, my gob was not quite as smacked.
So here we go with my criticisms.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. You know
By
what
the way,
I'm going to say?
Todd agrees with you. We were talking about it yesterday.
Yep. You know what I'm going to say. You take a complex story like Gypsy Rose, which Amanda and I are covering on our $5 Patreon tier tomorrow.
Yep.
You take
or today.
A complex story.
When you hear this today.
No, it's Tuesday. That's dropping Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
This drops
Ignore me.
Yeah.
Ignore me.
You take a complex story like Gypsy Rose and you give it an hour and 40 minutes.
Right.
And you give this 3 hours.
Right.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Could be done in an hour and 45 minutes. Call me. Netflix, call me. I'll help you sketch these things out.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing over there.
You just need to storyboard these things for these people.
Yes.
They can they can fill in the rest. You just need to say, you need to talk about this for this long, this for this long, this for this long, and done.
Think about the main points. Probably the main climax is finding out that there's deception with that other dude. Right?
Yes.
Okay. And then the falling action is probably the lawsuit and getting him to stop doing this.
Sure.
So that means you only need what I call for the runway, which is the rising action. You need maybe 30 minutes of that. Mm-hmm. Let's establish that this is a real bad dude who took advantage of people.
And we need to establish that this was not just happening in the Netherlands, that like this was going through actual legit sperm banks and finding its way to Australia. All of that.
Yep. Could do that in about 30 minutes. I'm not saying you need 1 episode. I'm saying you need 2, which is also the length of a movie. Yeah. Anyway. Okay.
Anyway, now that we've put that aside.
I got that out. Okay. Guys, tomorrow, like I mentioned, Amanda and I will be talking Mommy, Dead, and Dearest because Amy Archer's been living under a rock.
You mock your mother for being Encino Man. Maybe you are the Encino Man.
I got a little bit of it. And it really is centered around 2018.
Okay.
2017, 2018. I don't know what I was doing.
You were living in a bunker.
I guess so, because there's something else I'm watching them. Oh, the Hillsong.
Right. I don't know how you missed that.
I don't know.
You chastised me on air the other day. I don't remember what we were recording, but you chastised me for not telling you about this, to which I'm like,
yes.
How did you not know?
Yes.
Did you live under a rock?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm on episode 2, and my man, Pastor Carl, took a turn.
Pastor Carl, not a good dude. Not a good dude. You knew he would.
I knew he would.
Nobody that pretty at the head of a cult doesn't take a turn.
Oh, yeah.
Which one are you watching? Because I think there are a couple of different documentaries.
I'm watching the one on Hulu where he tries to look like Eddie Vedder / Jesus on the cover.
Yes. Okay. That's the one I watched.
Get your Eddie Vedder curls out of your mouth. I don't know how to say that.
Off your head.
Stop trying to look like Eddie Vedder.
It's not working, dude.
I do want to issue a correction. I was already corrected, and it's only 8:30 in the morning.
Oh.
And Sister Wives dropped an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
The Vaselines did Jesus Don't Want You for a Sunbeam.
Oh.
Originally. I had
not the
credited
meat puppets.
to the Meat Puppets. It's the Vaselines. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
There we go. All I know is it came out of Kurt Cobain's mouth. That's all I know.
All I know also is that there was a band called the Meat Puppets at one point.
Oh, yeah. And there's an album. There's a song on that album that they cover that is a Meat Puppet song. I just
got it.
Which one it is.
Got it.
Any more announcements? No. I do want to thank, though, Melissa, backdoor friend Melissa, who went to littlemissrecap.com, clicked on leave a voicemail.
Did somebody finally do it?
And she left me a beautiful voicemail about how much she loves the show.
Oh, Melissa.
And I just want to say thank you, Melissa. That means a lot.
Yes, because when you joked about it early on in our days of you can leave a voicemail on the website, no one did.
No one did.
No one's left us voicemails in a year and a half. But now we have a voicemail.
Kind of like my real life.
Kind of like my actual life. No one calls me back either. There's that.
Guys, as I said, and as I hope you've gotten this so far, I'm Amy Archer. I'm here with Amanda Lipnack-Radell. Today we're talking Man with 1,000 Kids. It's a documentary that just came out on Netflix. Everybody's talking about it.
And particularly if you're a 90 Day fan, because there is the crossover with Sperm Kyle from Love in Paradise.
Mm-hmm. We'll get to that.
He's, of course, into this.
Mm-hmm. I have two notes here. The font is terrible.
I liked the font.
They're in desperate need of an edit. And even the music is not added well in post.
Yeah, the music isn't great. I like the
music
font,
selection is great. The way that they don't know how to layer it over audio.
Yeah.
Not good. Not good. I don't know who did this movie, but it feels rushed.
You could have done a better job in GarageBand.
I hate myself. Me and my little garage band in Canva. Ding, 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 ding. Barely hanging on over here. All right, guys. So let's do this. We got a lot to talk about.
Let's do this thing.
All right. So episode 1, Amanda, is really the story of a few women in the Netherlands. We got Natalie and Suzanne, who I love Natalie's hair. It's very beautiful and curly and lush.
I would like
and how do I get that hair?
I know. Same. Every time I see someone with curly hair, I'm like, why?
I know.
Why didn't that happen to me?
We meet Vanessa, who I'm calling a tattoo single mom, because that's how I have to remember people in certain ways.
Okay.
You know? So she works at a tattoo parlor, I think.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Then we have Joyce and John. They're a married couple. And then we have Nicolette. Okay.
Loved Nicolette.
Nicolette is Annette Bening?
Yes. Nicolette is Dutch Annette Bening.
Yes.
Absolutely. Dutch Annette Bening. Yes. These people are so Dutch too. I love them all. They're so Dutch. I used to work for a Dutch company, and anytime one of the folks from the Netherlands would say something, I'd be like, so Dutchy. It's just such a way of being. The Dutch way of being is very particular, and I love it so much.
So Natalie and Suzanne were adamant that they wanted to meet the person who would be the father of their child, and that can't happen in a sperm bank. Okay, so my big question was why these people didn't go through a sperm bank, and it didn't seem like it was a cost thing. Was my question?
Yeah.
I wanted more on, how much does this stuff cost if you do have to go that route?
Right.
Is it inaccessible for the average person? I wanted more on that, but we didn't get that.
Right. So. And Netherlands has amazing national health care. So I don't know where this falls. I don't know if this falls into the covered category or uncovered category.
Right.
But let's talk about the importance of meeting your donor.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I've never used a sperm donor. I've never considered using a sperm donor. So I've never had to think through this. Well, no, that's not true. I've considered it because there were times I considered having a child on my own. But I didn't get far enough down into my thought process to think about the process of choosing a sperm donor and what relationship I would or would not want.
So I'm trying to think, I don't know. I feel like the only reason I would really want my child to meet their sperm donor, to know their sperm donor, would be for biology reasons. You know, getting the family history, understanding the medical history, stuff like that.
Yes.
There's no other reason really that I would need that man in my life.
No. Particularly unless that man is, I don't know. To me, there's a big difference between going to a sperm donor and what some people do, which is ask someone they know.
Yeah.
If they would donate. Yeah. And then ask them what role, if any, do they want in this child's life?
Like if we're going to talk 90 Day, it sounds like that's what Kenny and Armando did. Well, Kenny did. That he had a friend who was willing to have children with him. And
they had to pretend to be married.
They had to pretend to be married.
Because they did it all via IUI.
Yes.
Because he's like, I never... He wanted to make it real clear he did not have sex with the woman who...
Kenny's not doing direct deposit.
No. No. And I think for all of these lesbian couples, the direct deposit option was not something they were interested in either.
No.
I just found it so fascinating. Like, so I have a couple of friends who have used sperm donors. I have 2 friends who are a lesbian couple, and they had 3 children, and they, chose their donor, and they chose it based on that the non-gestating parent, their appearance, trying to find someone who looked similar so that, all that, which makes perfect sense to me.
Yep.
I would choose someone with bright red hair in the hopes that I could have a ginger baby.
Oh, look at you.
If I were going to make that choice. If I was going to dial up what DNA I wanted. And so, and apparently what I learned when they were going through this process is in the US and Canada, it's different. You can find out more information about donors in Canada than you can in the US. And a lot of sperm donor clinics operate in both countries.
Okay.
So what they would do is they would find somebody that they liked in the books in the US, and then they found a way to like dig through and find out more about them in the Canadian system.
Okay.
It was very interesting. And so they have three children, biological siblings. All good. I have another friends who used both a donor egg and donor sperm, and they have found out, and they're fine with this. They knew this was a possibility. They have met the biological sibling of their child who lives not far from here, and they've met. And this child, I think, is 6 months old than my friend's child. Full sibling. Same egg and sperm.
Okay. All right.
No, it's interesting to think about, like, what relationship do you want, if any?
Yeah. Well, and I guess in the Netherlands, it's law that you can't meet this person before the kid is 16. So
they really shut it down.
A lot of women were turned off by that, which I think it should be your decision.
I think it should be the donors and your decision.
Yeah,
like
me too.
I think a donor can say, I never want to be contacted, and I think that's entirely fair. I think they should say, I'm open to contact at X, Y, or Z time.
I agree.
And let them make that choice.
So Natalie and Suzanne go to this website longing for a child.
I love hearing them all say it in Dutch.
I know. I loved when she said there's a shaking of your ovaries in
Yes.
Dutch.
Yes. I like that phrase too.
And there were many profiles with very little description, and you could email the people. And we see, okay, this is another thing this documentary does. Do we have to see every message typed out?
Right.
Do we have to see every email typed out? Every search?
Do we have to see every person access the front page of this website?
Yes. It was real weird.
We could have shown it once and then been like, oh, and when we searched, we found this same website.
Yes. So Joyce and John also visit this site, and we learn a little bit about them, that this is his second marriage.
Yep.
And he had kids with his first wife, and he got a vasectomy. He tried to get it reversed because he married a much younger woman, he says.
I know. And she didn't look that much younger.
She didn't look that much younger, and I don't know. He just said it matter-of-factly. Yeah. No big deal. Yeah. And he says they couldn't reverse it. Leon is the first donor that Natalie and Suzanne meet. And Amanda, he's a scary looking dude.
He's a real scary looking dude.
I'm just going to come right out and say it.
He's real scary.
He has no hair on his body, which is always red flag number one.
Right.
And he's got a scar that goes from one ear to the other in the back of his head. Red flag number 2.
Also, why did we never find out what that scar was from?
I don't know.
Why did we never find out what happened to this man's head?
I don't know. And he described himself as having a good set of brains in his description, which is red flag number 3. Right. Natalie says, no, he didn't look like he had a good set of brains.
I don't know what someone who looks like does, but I know them when I see them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So Nicolette, the Dutch Annette Benning, she also wanted her baby to be able to have their father in their life. So, she meets this guy who is willing to have contact. And this is where they find Martine at the time. He's stunning. He's a teacher. Stunning. He likes music. He's an artist. I mean,
he's everything. He's perfect. Yeah. All the traits you want in your child, this man had.
Yeah. He's beautiful.
Yeah.
As they're corresponding, he says Martin was his alias, and then it changed a bunch of times. And finally, we get to his real name is Jonathan Jacob Meyer.
Right.
Which sounds like
John Jacob.
Yes, thank
you.
Schmidt. Thank you. It sounds like some kind of
some nursery rhyme or something.
Yes. So he has gorgeous hair.
Yes.
He has a YouTube channel. He travels around the world. He's odd, but a little bit crazy.
Yeah, well, it's okay.
Oh, he's odd. I'm sorry, but nothing crazy. Like he's odd, but he's not like a psychopath. He has hair on his body, unlike Leon.
He does not appear to have a scar from ear to ear on the back of his head. What happened to this man's head?
So everyone talks about how great his hair is. We have 20 minutes of how great his hair is. He has great hair, guys.
Yeah.
It's great.
Great.
Okay.
It's great.
In one
Great.
video, he explains that he met a guy in college who was infertile and it impacted him. And now he wants to help make a difference and start donating sperm. Okay. So the lies that he would tell these families are that he was only helping 5 families.
Right.
They were one of the lucky families.
And we were talking about this as we were watching it. I think 5 is a really smart number to use. Because it says to me, you're not doing this like a crazy person, but you've done it enough times that you know what you're doing.
Yes.
Like, I wouldn't necessarily want to be the first one someone does this with.
I mean,
but at 5, I'm like, you're tried and true.
How hard can it be? There's like 16-year-old boys who have this figured out.
I mean, I'm just saying in case something weird happens.
Okay.
I'm not saying like he can't get it done. I'm just saying in case there's some weirdness.
Well, Amanda, he was morally opposed to sperm banks because they're capitalizing on this and they're making money and he wants to take that off the table.
Of course. He's just doing this out of the kindness of his heart.
What a sweet, sweet man.
He's the kindest. He's the best.
What a what's the word I'm looking for?
What a gentleman and a scholar.
No, what a philanthropic thing to do.
Oh, yes, yes. How altruistic can he be? How many big words can we throw out?
Thank you.
To mock
So
this man.
we get a montage of women going to his house and picking up his sperm. When it wasn't working, he comes to their houses. Even Joyce had to do it on the side of the road because she got lost bringing the sperm home.
I've gone through fertility life. I've driven with a canister of sperm between my legs.
You have to keep the sperm warm.
Warm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they tell you to stick it between your boobs or between your thighs in the car.
Yep.
Yep.
So at one point, Joyce and her husband, who is John, Joyce and John, he's talking about when Jonathan would come over to donate the sperm and how he would be in the bathroom jerking it. And it would be the longest 45 minutes of John's life. And I'm like, 45
minutes?
45 minutes. Whoa.
What? We are all walking around with little like porn bots in our pocket.
Yep.
Put that on and take care of that in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah.
So with Vanessa, the tattooed woman, he talks her into giving it to her the natural way. Then we get this real menacing shot with real heavy-handed music of Birkenstocks entering a room. Like, what? Like, they're kind of implying he sexually assaulted her, but like she was saying, right? She's saying like, no.
I feel very confident that someone who wears Birkenstocks is not sexually assaulting people. I don't know why I know this, but I know this.
He's gross and he's taking advantage of people 100%.
But I don't think he is assaulting people.
I'm not jumping to rape
this
here.
way.
This woman seemed to consent to this.
Yes.
Okay.
She may not have loved it, but she seemed to consent.
Now we meet Dr. Max Kurfs.
Yes, I liked him.
He is a clinical embryologist, and he is part of the team that helps couples and women trying to conceive, and they have a sperm bank on site. This is another thing. When they cut to this clinic, it's dun, 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 like this real just, I'm like, whoa, okay.
Taking sperm banks seriously.
Jesus. So he says, I don't know how this happened because we have a written agreement about exclusivity.
Because no one on the planet has ever signed something and gone and done something else.
Listen, I signed away a Target card that said I would pay them. That never happened. Or a Columbia House. I told them I'd pay them. That didn't happen. What are you talking about?
I have tens of dozens of cassette tapes that I said to Columbia House I would pay for.
Yes.
But I never did.
Yes, no.
Because I was 14.
Don't take us at our word.
Oh.
We are the human race. We can't be taken at our word.
Be trusted.
What are you doing? Okay, so he says each sperm donor is only allowed to have 25 children in the Netherlands. But someone tipped them off to Jonathan, and he says, okay, now I'm just going to tell everybody right now that I cannot say the big fancy word that means incest.
Okay.
Consanguinity, I can't even.
Oh, yeah, I'd never heard that word before.
I can't say it. It's not happening. I'm not even trying. I'm saying incest.
Okay, that's fine.
So he says, this is a guideline.
This is such a Dutch way of thinking.
You know what?
These are the rules. Why would you not do the rules?
We have guidelines on the side of the road that tell me I can only drive 35. I'm not listening to that.
No, you're not. But you're also not Dutch. There is something about the Dutch culture of like, this is what it is. And so this is
Well,
what we
later we
do.
see they have a law in the books that says you can't hurt anybody.
Right.
So I'm like, okay.
This is why Todd and I want to move to Amsterdam.
Yeah, there you go, man.
This is awesome.
So he says this guideline is in place to reduce the risk of half siblings not being aware that they're half siblings.
A valid thing.
And having cousins together. Okay. Now, Annette Benning says, I started running into other people at my school.
Right.
Who were using donors, and we're looking at each other and we realized we're using the same donors.
Because our kids all look the same. His genetics are real fucking strong.
Yes.
Because these kids all look like him.
Well, and then she realizes there's like 5 people just in her circle that have used him. And I'm like, what is going on in the Netherlands? Why is everyone using a sperm donor? But it's pretty common, I guess.
Well,
in many countries.
It is many countries. Plus, I don't know. I don't know this woman's sexuality, but I had this sense that she might be a lesbian. Just the sense that I had. I could be wrong.
Annette Benning, I think she says she is.
Does she say she is? Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Which then would follow that maybe a lot of her friends are lesbians, which would then follow that a lot of her friends would use sperm donors.
I guess I just am so used to America where everything is so out of reach and costly that you do have to use alternate methods. So a lot of people do use their friends.
Yep.
Okay. So second donations now. Few of the women want to do this again. He agrees. They ask him. Natalie asks him outright, how many children do you have now? He says 25. Suzanne is taken aback. She says that's a big number.
It is a big number. But that's the limit. That's the legal limit.
Yes. So they also notice he's getting a little flaky at this point. Amanda, how dare you? It's the guideline.
Guideline. That's a guideline. Yes.
So he's getting a little flaky at this point. So Natalie and Suzanne are just like, we're going to have to give up. And they say like it hurt. And there was pain in their hearts that they gave up, but they did. Now he starts traveling more and he's getting real into crypto.
Of course he's a crypto bro. Of course. This is one of the least shocking parts of this entire documentary is that this jerk is a crypto bro.
He's a Dutch Luke.
He is a Dutch Luke.
From 90 Day Love in Paradise.
He really is. He's a mix of Kyle and Luke.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
So Dr. Max says when we found this out, we started when we found out about the breach of the guideline, we started reaching out to other clinics and we found out that he's been donating sperm to 11 other clinics just in the Netherlands.
Yikes.
No database to check this, I guess.
Guess not. And here's where it gets real bad. The Netherlands is a really small country.
And he has 102 children there that they know of.
That
are done through sperm banks. So they reach out, they call all the women, they call the couples. Now, in 2017, this is published in the newspaper. We have to go through each couple and how they read it in the newspaper.
It's heavy-handed.
We get a long segment about Suzanne calling Natalie in the grocery store, Natalie having to go home, having to read this in the newspaper. Let's cut this down.
And saying, I need you to come home. I'm telling her I'm about to ruin her life. Okay, can we talk about this?
Okay.
I'm not saying this isn't bad. This is bad.
This is
real bad.
And this is a deep betrayal.
It is a deep betrayal.
But I feel like this is not super dangerous for the kids. And I have facts and figures to back this up.
Oh, okay,
later.
good. Okay. But just the way that all of these people were going on about how this like destroyed their lives. And I'm like, I'm not saying don't have a right to be upset. I'm not saying you don't have a right to be angry. All of that, but it felt a little over the top. Yeah.
So, and we'll talk about that at the end.
And I'm not sure if this is coming from the perspective of someone who doesn't have biological children. Of maybe there's something, I don't know, but I just felt it was over the top.
There's been a lot of criticism of this film, and I'll share a little bit about that at the end.
Okay.
Cool. So, the people decide they need to stop him. So they find this Facebook group of parents who used him as a donor. And the parents are shook by this. Like, what if they fall in love with their siblings? So let's talk about this right here.
Okay.
I would tell my kids, if you decide to are dating someone seriously, who doesn't know who their parent is, who doesn't know who their biological father is, you're going to need to do a DNA test because of this situation here. That's what I would say. That is a work around this.
It's a very simple thing to fix.
And you know what? I'm sure that there are communities where people do that anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you both don't know who your parents are, you might want to just make sure.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. It's a fascinating thing to think about, because also there could be parents who have never told their children that they came from a sperm donor.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you know this person doesn't know who their father is.
Right.
But if they do, yes, it might happen.
Yeah. It could very easily happen.
It could very easily happen. Let me pull up my little research that I have done here. Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. This is from this is a peer-reviewed study.
Okay.
And it was done in what country? It's a worldwide study. Okay. So that word.
Okay.
Consanguinity, I think it's called.
Yes, sang is in there because it has to do with blood.
Consanguineous marriages, this is called. Okay. So they looked at primary health care providers in communities with high, let's just say, incest rates may be confronted by situations where they're asked to provide preconception counseling to consanguineous couples.
Okay.
In such countries and communities where cousin marriages are customary, many young couples nowadays presented blah, blah, blah. Will our children be physically or mentally abnormal? And how can we minimize the risks? So they did a little chart. And basically, the riskiest, well, first of all, let me just say this. There's only like a 1 to 3% chance that it's going to be that your child will have some sort of abnormality, more than if it was just a child between two strangers.
Two randos. Okay.
So this risk is really not high if you're talking cousins. Now, if you're talking siblings, it's a little higher. So, I would be on alert about the half sibling thing, but their concern seems to be once these kids start having kids.
Right. That we're going to keep going in exponential numbers.
Yes.
Of this man's children.
So
of this man's biological children, not his actual children, because he's not the father to these children, despite the fact that he's walking around going, I love all of my children. No, you fucking don't.
Right. So in clinical genetics, an incestual marriage is defined as a union between two individuals who are related as second cousins or closer.
Oh, interesting.
With the inbreeding coefficient, F, equal or higher to 0.0156. Okay. So let's just do worst to best here. The worst situation is double first cousins.
Okay.
So double first cousins are when say my girls who are twins marry another set of twins.
Oh, it's like the siblings on Extreme Sisters, those crazy people.
Because there's only two sets of grandparents.
Right. Got it.
Or there's only one set of grandparents for both.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's double first cousins. So that's a risk.
Yes.
Uncle to niece is about the same risk. Okay.
Creepy.
Then next,
get flowers in the attic.
Then next would be first cousins. So first cousins is only 0.06.
And there are many, many states where it is legal to marry your first cousin. Yes. I know someone whose parents were first cousins.
Well, in this study, they say that the risk with first cousins is so low that many people are arguing for the laws to be overturned. Wow. Who's doing that, Amanda?
That's an odd organization that took up that.
Guys, if you're out there doing that, maybe throw your energy into something else.
Maybe there's something just that'll have a little bit larger impact on the world. Maybe.
So then we go, down in scale from there, which is second cousins, and then first cousins once removed, and then double second cousins. So it's not as bad. Let me put it this way. It's not as bad as we think if you look it up. Okay.
It's not great, but it's not horrific.
Not great, but it's not going to end your child's life. Like here, if there are no known genetic disorder in the family, first cousin marriages are generally given a risk for birth defects in the offspring that is double the population risk. So for example, instead of 2.5, it becomes 5%, or the risk may be given as 1.7 to 2.8% higher than the population background risk, mostly attributed to recessive diseases.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's bad. It's not good.
It's not a non-zero risk by any stretch.
It's not like your children have 50% chance of
having a third arm.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. So let's get back to the show here. So in the second episode, we hear from a couple in Australia.
Mm-hmm. I liked them.
Kate and Laura. I did too. They had real Australian energy, I felt like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they started searching online and they found cryos. So I guess the important reason we bring this couple in is to establish that Cryos, the International Sperm Bank, was involved in this.
Mm-hmm.
And the Cryos is based in Denmark. And now they're finding out about this guy. And we have a really long segment about the Luke and Leia effect and the dangers of incest.
Well, this I found interesting. And this I actually knew about. Dan Savage has talked about it on his show a number of times.
There can be features that you're attracted to that are
there's a phenomenon of if you meet somebody that you are biologically related to and you do not know this, that attraction is quite common because, and it makes sense, you see things in the other person that are very similar.
Yeah.
Whether it's knowingly or unknowingly, there's a familiarity with that person because of the shared genetics. And that's why it's important for people to know that they are the product of a sperm donor or whatever, because this can happen. This is a real thing.
Yeah. Yep. So they're like texting Jonathan, like, dude, you need to stop. I'm going to hang you by your balls. Shit like this. He blocks them. He's like, done.
The little avatar they used for his face, I don't know if that's his actual one or not, but it was fucking hilarious.
It was hilarious. So they assume he's going to sperm banks in these countries that he's visiting, but they have no proof of this.
Right. Because he's also a travel blogger. So we know where he is all of the fucking time.
And each country has a quota. And on Cryos, you could check if the quota has been met. And he's met his quota in most countries.
Yes.
Blech. Gross. Now we meet Patricia. She knows Jonathan personally. And she's like, we're in daily contact. And he's a great person.
This woman was so fucking creepy to me.
Dude, she used to make him chocolate milk and hot cookies when he would come over and donate sperm to her.
I know. There was something really fucked in this, right? Like this set off your spidey sense, right?
If you're making your sperm donor
milk
cookies and milk.
Yes, there's something wrong. Okay, so it's not just me. There's a legit problem here because this one creeped me the hell out.
I agree. Me too. I agree. So she says while they were getting to know each other, they were talking about why he was donating. Again, we don't really get a story here. We get nothing from this woman. She didn't even really have to be in the whole documentary.
No, she really didn't.
Because she gives us nothing.
The creepy factor.
She gives us nothing. All she says is he had 6 sisters and a brother, and he seemed happy. But in some ways, maybe he was rejected because it was a big family and he didn't get attention. Well, did he tell you that?
Right. And also there are plenty of people who are part of very large families who don't wind up being like serial sperm donors because the mommy didn't pay attention to them. Like, no, there's something fucked with this guy.
Yeah.
This is more than mommy issues.
Then we meet Eve Wiley, who I liked much better.
Yeah.
And she's a fertility fraud activist in the U.S.
I liked her too. She was interesting.
She was the product of fertility fraud. Now, was she the one who was testifying in front of Congress that her parents chose a sperm donor and the doctor used his own sperm, which we see a lot. We saw that with the doctor with the 1,000 faces. Or
our father. And no, the movie is called How Dare You? My baby's wearing my doctor's face. How dare you? We've got to cover that at some point. We just absolutely have to. Also, I was watching Lifetime last night, watching the Gypsy Rose thing, the Love After Lockup Gypsy Rose. There's a Sister Wives murder show on Lifetime. It's like a movie.
What?
Based on real events. I think we have to cover this.
What?
You hear Sister Wives and your old face pops up. What?
Murder. What?
Murder and Sister Wives? Doesn't get better than that.
So the Australians reached out to Eve Wiley and she suggests first of all, create a database of all the half siblings.
Yeah.
Give that database to your children.
Which is very smart. Because that does at least help the kids potentially wean out folks.
Yes. let me put you in touch with the New York Times, bitches, because this is how we do it in America. We
That's
burn
right.
motherfuckers down.
That's right. We can't do it in other countries necessarily because there's a lot of libel rules. But here in the US, we can say whatever the fuck we want. Let's go.
He has a list. He refuses to share it. He's not going to share his list with you.
No.
So he had a ton of profiles all around the world. And when he sees the New York Times article drop, he flips out on these women and starts calling them ugly.
Great. Because you know what? At this point, you know the worst thing you can say to a woman in all of this? You're ugly. Oh, who gives a fuck? You're an asshole.
Oh, you should hear people talking about the women in this movie.
Oh, really?
So,
okay.
The twist is that an ex-donor turned whistleblower tells everyone that this whole Longing for a Child website, and I kind of knew this the minute I saw it.
It's all the same guy.
Was only 2 profiles, Leon and Jonathan. And sometimes they would even mix their sperm.
At first, I thought it was just one guy, is what I thought we were going to find out. But then the 2, and then when they kept showing the mixing of the sperm, I almost threw up.
Yeah, but we don't know that that's 100% accurate.
No.
This is...
We don't know.
Because I don't know if that part came from the whistleblower. Didn't that part come from that woman?
No, I think it came from the whistleblower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Regardless, I didn't need to see them trying to mix jizz.
Me either.
Didn't feel good in my tummy. Nope.
At the end of episode 2, Cryo says there's no way he fathered 3,000 children because we made him sign a paper that said he wouldn't.
And who would sign something and then do something else?
Right.
Who Not a thing.
Episode 3, we meet the lawyer, Mark DeHeck. Yeah. And he's like, there's a law in the Netherlands that you can't knowingly be mean to somebody. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this law. I love this man.
I love this man too. But why didn't this law exist when I was being bullied in middle school? Where was this law when I needed it?
Where was this law like a year ago?
Yes.
I don't know.
Where was this law? 10 minutes ago?
2016. Just throwing a year out there. Where was
Random
this law?
Random year.
So he says, this might work. So they have to prove that he's still donating. 20 minutes of them having a mom pretend that she's looking for a donation. Like, just say we had somebody pose.
Right.
And we got information.
Great. Done. 2 seconds.
Right. So the lawyer wants to expedite this case because it's a time-sensitive matter. Time is ticking, literally. Tick, tick, beep, beep, beep.
And he's jerking off all over the world.
He does get served, and he doesn't take it seriously.
Of course.
Instead, he fucks off to Africa, where clinics are paying donors to come in.
Okay, this is where I was like, yike.
Now they find a Facebook group. Called Kenya Sperm Donors, and its admins are Anthony Greenfield, who seems like a real dum-dum.
Yes, he does.
Joe Donor.
Right.
And Kyle Gordy.
Of course, Kyle. We knew you'd have to show up at some point.
They're all mass sperm donors, and we see a little video of Kyle telling us, how great he is. That tracks.
In his sports clothes. He was wearing his sports clothes.
Then
no
a
trousers.
Mysterious new name becomes... an admin of the site, and it's the Lion of Mombasa.
As soon as that came up, I was like, "Oh, you're fucking kidding me!"
We learned
that the goddamn Lion King. Like, what is happening?
I know. We learned that Jonathan is obsessed with lions.
Of course,
he talks about them all the time because he kind of looks like one.
He kind of does look like a lion. Looks like the Cowardly Lion a little bit.
Oh, yes, he does. Yes, he does. He could play that in a revival.
Give him something more useful to do. Be in a revival of Wizard of Oz. Get right on that.
Eve Wiley has a friend who's connected to these mass donors. And we see some text messages. And they're saying, this Anthony Greenfield, he's a real problem. He's a real dum-dum, and he's gross. And he says, there are hot spots around the world, and Kenya is one right now. And they love this shit, and the clinics pay for everything for them to come out because they can fill up the sperm real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick, like.
With all their damn supplements.
Anthony says the goal of the clinic in Kenya is 200 babies a year with my sperm. Nope. We don't need 200 Anthony Greenfields out there. No, we do not.
Or 200 Kyle Gordys. No.
We don't need one Kyle Gordy. The Kyle Gordy. We don't need him out there.
Nope. Yeah. Nope.
Then he says we want to bleach Africa.
Yikes.
Wow.
Yeah, when we were watching this, Todd had just gotten up to, like, get a drink or something, and I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa, whoa,
whoa.
whoa, 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 alert, alert, alert."
I'm not surprised.
Oh, I'm not
There's a
either.
racist undertone to all of
Of
this.
course there is.
And it's gross.
When in doubt, colonialism will find its way.
Oh, like Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park.
Like that, but much more sinister.
Yeah, much worse.
Yeah, much worse. Much worse. Yeah.
So the day of the court hearing arrives, and Jonathan's a nervous wreck. He's sweating. He's fiddling with his hair. They say at one point, there's a reporter who's been covering this, like, top to bottom. Okay, why don't we hear from them?
Right. Versus 19 women who had his sperm.
So he stands before the court and he says, I don't know. I mean, my offspring can maybe use a symbol on social media?
Right? When he said that, I was like, whoa.
Jesus.
Talk about a fucked up narcissist right there.
Amanda, what would the symbol be?
I had a vision of something like, I didn't even think of that. I had a vision of something like Prince's name when he changed his name to a symbol. I don't know why, but it was something. Okay.
So maybe the court would have Jonathan sketch out.
Oh, the symbol that he would like.
The symbol he would like. Yeah, maybe.
Can you imagine
the hubris?
The hubris, the gall of this guy being like,
I know.
They could, we want all the world to know they are my children.
Well, he says this is an entirely new concept and it's up to us as adults to shape it. Annette Bening's very angry over this. She's like, how dare you call my child a concept?
Yeah.
Jonathan says, I am what we call a donor plus. I donate, but I also reach out to those kids and they can call me up, call up old dad. All they need to do is start holding these donors financially responsible for being their parents.
That's what I'm going to say. All we need to do is have these kids call these men up at 10-second intervals going, can I have $5? Can I have $5?
Or the mother starts suing them for childcare.
Right. But the kids would be much more annoying.
Yes. Oh, I agree 100%. So they all know that they have a donor and it's him, and he goes to birthday parties and graduations, and the judge is like, okay, moron.
Okay.
Lion of Mombasa. How are you going to do that with 600 kids?
Yeah. You'd have to go to you'd have to go to 3 birthday parties every day.
Yeah. This guy's a moron.
Because here's the thing. Well, no, not so much this, because he did do the direct deposit, as we called it, but does not seem to do it as often as Kyle. But who knows? We don't. And
does he wear Birkenstocks every time? I need to know.
Birkenstocks every time, because nothing sinister can happen in Birkenstocks.
I need to know.
But because then we could start having clusters of kids that were born around the same time.
Right.
So, yeah.
I don't know. So they wonder aloud now if he's using his YouTube channel as like a way to parent these kids. And we see him like he is talking to somebody in these videos.
And it's real esoteric bullshit stuff. It's real fucking weird.
Like, here's how you live off the land. And we see him like growing a piece of lettuce. I don't know what is happening here.
And the way of the world is blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you're just saying words.
You're just saying words.
You're just saying words that have nothing to do with each other.
Maybe he produced this documentary.
Wouldn't it be funny if we found out he was behind this whole thing?
So after the verdict, he says he believes he's been treated unfairly. He gave these women the children they wanted, and he can't understand why these bitches be angry.
Poor boo-boo.
Can't get it.
Poor boo-boo.
At the end, the women and the families all get together, and the Australians joke that they are sister wives, and they are. They have as much, their kids have as much of a bond as Janelle and Christine's kids. Yeah.
Biologically, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in court, he admitted to having almost 600 children. And that's it. That's the end of the documentary.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I forgot the part where the judge orders that he...
Oh, yeah.
The judge rules in their favor, and he will be fined 100,000 euros each time he donates.
Mm-hmm.
Each time he donates.
Donates in his trousers.
So that's it. And I need to tell you that so I went on IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, like looking around to see
what people are saying about this.
Did anyone else have the criticism I had of this? Mm-hmm. Okay. Because I need validation because I'm a little baby.
I understand. And you need people to tell you that you're right.
What I stumbled into was a nest of misogyny. By let's just say some cis white men, I'm assuming, who are real critical of these bitchy women who, got a kid and should shut the fuck up. And then I realized they've poked the manosphere.
Yeah, they have poked the manosphere with this because these are all a bunch of incel fucked up guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so these women should just sit down and shut up and be happy with the baby that they have.
Right. From such a good-looking man who is so altruistic to give him your jizz.
And so obviously, we here at Little Miss Recap do not condone anything the manosphere touches or does.
No.
So we are against this. We're against them.
Brave. How brave,
Am I brave?
Yeah. You didn't consult me on this before you made a stand.
Amanda. I'm sorry. Wasn't it in the contract when I brought you on as co-host?
Oh, right.
Yes. You must disavow your ties to the manosphere.
Right. And just agree with everything
and I mean, it was just a paper you signed, so it had to be honest.
Paperwork shuffle. It's fine.
Yes. So here's the thing, though. Okay, so setting that aside.
Yes.
And I'm saying this because I do have some criticism here. But setting aside that these women have every right to be upset.
Yes.
I want to talk about the level to which they are upset.
Yeah. It feels over the top.
I don't know. I mean,
but I don't know.
I always feel like if I don't have direct experience with the thing,
I can't tell you.
I can't tell you.
No.
And I don't have direct experience with the thing.
Same.
But I do feel that they were lied to and they were betrayed. And that is where their anger is stemming from.
Yeah.
I think that makes more sense to me than being so enraged that my kid might marry their second cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Like it
is such an intimate thing. I mean, you're putting someone else's DNA inside of you.
Yes. And I'm trusting you and I'm trusting. And I think to some extent, these women, especially because they wanted to know him, because they wanted him in their child's life, they kind of wanted him to be a father figure. And this is the worst betrayal that they can imagine. This guy's
just such a gross fucker.
Yeah. So that's where I think it's just a bunch of women who really felt betrayed, rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
have any issue with the level of betrayal that they felt. That it was the anger and the fear around the danger of this that felt right.
They kept saying like this is so dangerous.
Like Annette Bening was losing her goddamn mind.
Annette Bening may commit murder.
Yeah, Annette Bening's real fucking pissed. Yeah. And I don't think you want to mess with that woman.
Or as Matt Marr calls her, Mrs.
Mrs. Warren Beatty.
Mrs. Warren Beatty.
Mrs. Annette Beatty.
What's her name?
What's her name? Sorry, Matt, we love you. Yeah.
I'll never forget that day. I stopped dead in my tracks and laughed so hard I could not control myself.
I know. Oh, Matt, you're the best.
But yeah, I don't know. This didn't, and I do think too that this is a failure in storytelling. But we do not feel that invested in their rage and anger or whatever. Right. And I think we should.
I think we should too.
I don't know. I feel weird disconnect from this story. And I think it's because of the storytelling.
Yeah. It's an interesting story. I found all of the characters, the people to whom he donated, to be very compelling people. I liked them all.
Yes, me too.
It did go on a little too long with the exact same thing over and over and over again. You're absolutely right. But yeah, I just didn't have the investment in the horror of this.
Yeah.
To be in it with them.
You know what I was thinking too? I wonder if, let me hear from you guys, Backdoor Friends. You tell us, if you didn't watch 90 Day Love in Paradise, and if you weren't already introduced to the world of these super donors.
Yes.
Like, in other words, we had a freak out the first time we met Kyle Gordy.
Right. Because he's a fucking
Are
freaker.
we just kind of desensitized to this now?
Maybe.
So, I'll be interested to know if Backdoor Friends who never, watched that, this is the first introduction to it. Are you super enraged?
Right. Yeah, let's discuss this. Because I feel like, I think that's an interesting thought of if you did not know about Kyle and had not already been completely grossed out by him. How grossed out would you be by this?
Right, because we've already gone down this rabbit hole of looking into this world and definitely identifying him as an incel. We've talked about that on the show.
Yeah, because he's a fucking weirdo.
And I do think, too, there is this mindset amongst mostly men, this misogynistic mindset that, in other words, wanting a baby and getting a baby trumps everything. No matter how I did it to you or
Right.
what I told you,
Worth it.
you have your baby. And that's
Right.
not always the case.
No. And two things can be true.
Yeah.
You can be thrilled to have your baby and also be completely horrified by the way in which it happened.
Right. And that happens to many married couples.
It happens to many married it happens to women all of the time.
Yes.
Let's be honest.
Yep.
I don't know. I'll be curious to hear what the Backdoor Friends have to say about this. I enjoyed the documentary. I, like you, thought it was a little too long. Didn't need to.
It wasn't. I felt it wasn't as slickly produced as a regular Netflix doc.
It felt thrown together really quickly.
I felt the production value was not great. I felt like they desperately needed a story editor. Other than that, I feel like the women they chose were very compelling. I agree.
Agreed. And I'm glad that there were like single women and lesbian couples and heterosexual couples, like to show that this impacts people from all walks of life and in all ways that they're making their family. And I like the fact that we pulled in someone from Australia to show that this is way bigger than just what's happening in Amsterdam.
But like, for example, let's talk more about Kenya.
Yes.
Like, what is happening there?
And did the Kenyan authorities want all of these white people coming in and blasting their sperm all over the country?
Right. Like, that's my question. Can't they find anyone there who will donate?
Right. Now, I wonder if there's something cultural.
I don't know.
Well, let's ask let's get Ben and Akini on the phone. Let's ask Akini.
Akini might know.
Let's get her brother Fidel, because he wasn't at all terrifying, and let's ask him about his sperm.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
Call him right up.
Call him right up.
So I do feel like parts where I wanted it a little more fleshed out, we didn't get. And we just, I don't know. So I also want to say that I think the perception that some of the manosphere is bringing up, which is these whiny bitches, that is because the movie is done so poorly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's that one note over and over and over and over again. So you have literally an hour of these women being upset.
Just whining.
Yeah.
Just quote unquote whining. You and I don't think it's whining.
We do not think it's whining.
But I can see it being read that way if that's what you want to tell yourself.
Right. If you're part of the manosphere and you're a piece of shit trash, that's what you might see it as.
That is exactly what
just like you might see that your daughter who has, what does Isabel have? What is her spinal condition? Scoliosis. You might see that as whining.
Is whining.
When she's in pain 90% of her life.
I don't understand why we just couldn't wait for that. I mean.
I know. You just don't want her to become a bitter old housewife.
Nope, as long as that doesn't happen. And you know what? If you send your sweatshirt that you've worn 12 times with her, she'll be fine. That's all she'll need. It's a sweatshirt that smells like you.
Yeah.
Shitty father.
So anyway, we watched this. We did it.
Okay.
Guys,
I'm glad we talked about it.
Yeah. Again,
the documentary could have been better.
The documentary caused a lot of the problems here that we're seeing.
Yeah, the story itself is very interesting. There's a lot to say about it.
And the story is very upsetting.
Yes.
Especially when we got into that racial bullshit.
As soon as I want to bleach Africa, I was
these guys need to be stopped.
They need to be stopped. This is disgusting.
Yes, they need to be stopped.
Ugh.
We need to grab Kyle Gordy. We need to give him a vasectomy. That is irreversible. Whatever Dr. John went to.
You send them there. It was interesting because when the court case started, we were talking about it. Like, what could they do to this guy? Because we all rightfully have real issues with forced sterilization.
I know. I was like, can we force him to get a vasectomy? Probably not.
But we do chemically castrate people.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
So is that a thing? I don't know. This gets into such a weird area.
We're in a weird
ethics,
area.
a very weird area of ethics and what's right and what's wrong and what we can do and what we can't do and what we should be able to do versus what we can't.
I know. I don't think we should sterilize them. Obviously.
We should sterilize people either.
But there needs to be a database. There needs to be enforceable laws that you're breaking, not guidelines.
No.
Don't be Columbia House. Be MBNA and come after me in a real way when I'll pay you.
Just as a random example.
Yes, just a random example. All right,
you
guys.
realize the amount we talk about this, we are fucking going to have Columbia House like reinvigorate itself and come after you and me.
Okay, all right. I probably owe them a lot of money.
I'm sure I owe them a lot of money too. Yeah.
Amanda, anything else you want to say before we close this out?
No. I think you said it all.
All right, guys, we have said it all. If you would like to hear Amanda and I talk about Cody Brown, amongst other things, please support the show by joining Patreon, Supercast, or Apple subscriptions.
Yes,
we would love to have you over there.
We would.
And that's it. Oh, I do want to announce, because we haven't really announced it yet, that Amanda and I are going to be covering Forbidden Love, which is a new show from Matt Sharp.
Matt Sharp joined, so you know it'll be good.
And that will be right here on the free feed for you guys. And we're also going to be covering Welcome to Plathville. Yay!
Can't wait.
So once 90 Day and MILF Manor wrap up, that's what will be on your free feed. All right. Thank you, guys. Please leave us a 5-star review. Jump in our Facebook group, Backdoor Friends, if you haven't already. Leave us a voicemail.
Leave us a voicemail. Thank you, Melissa.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. All right. We'll see you soon.
Take care, everyone.